What is going on, YouTube? This is Lawrence over at Mighty Comics and Collectibles, and I have 3 unboxings to show you guys today and some second appearance fever. Let's check it out. Alright guys, we're back. Like I said, I have 3 unboxings for you guys and a few books that I was able to pick up from one of my LCSs. But before we get started, I want you to hit that subscription button. I want you to tap that notification bell. And of course, I want you to like this video if you like it. And also, comment down below if there's anything that interests you. First book I was able to pick up, and like I said, I stopped by my LCS today. I always like digging through their bins because I always find something good. The first thing that caught my eye was a copy of Amazing Spider-Man number 102. This, of course, is the second appearance of Morbius. They had this listed for 20 bucks. I had to pounce on it. It is a lower to mid-grade book. You can kind of see some of the creasing here on the bottom left-hand corner. But like I say, I'm not a huge second appearance guy, but when I find stuff, especially ASM books that I don't have in my collection already, this happened to be a second appearance, so I decided to go ahead and pick it up. It was cheap enough. A great book to add to the collection. If you can't own the first appearance of Morbius, grab the second, and especially when it's this cheap. So that's the first thing I was able to pick up today. The second thing that caught my eye, this was on their wall, and it's a book I kind of wanted to own. Somebody had pointed this out to me, that this is actually the first appearance of Vibranium. This, of course, is Fantastic Four number 53, and I was able to pick this up for 25 bucks. Again, another mid-grade book. It is also the second appearance of the Black Panther. So, you kind of killed 2 birds with 1 stone. Again, I do have the first appearance of the Black Panther, but this is definitely a book worth picking up, only for the fact that Vibranium is such a huge thing in the MCU and in the comics in general. This is a really, really good piece of Marvel history. Captain America's shield, Black Panther's suit, the new Captain America suit, and so on and so forth. So Vibranium plays a huge part in the Marvel universe. So this is a book you should really think about adding to your collection. And it is, again, another Silver Age book that I picked up for 25 bucks, which is crazy for a key issue and a second appearance. So I was 2 for 2 today, picking up second appearances and finding key issues. Now, the last book they had on their wall is a book that needed for my Amazing Spider-Man run, so that's one part of it, but also is a pretty big character that people think are going to spec in the MCU going forward, and that is, of course, Amazing Spider-Man number 210, the first appearance of Madam Webb. Now, this is, I don't want to say a modern book, but probably a book that was in the 80s, so to me, can't go too crazy on these books when they're from that date range, but I was able to snag this for a decent price. You can see for 50 bucks. Had to add it to my collection of Amazing Spider-Man, and of course it is a key issue, so why not add it? This is a newsstand, I believe. I'm not sure if there was a direct version or not, but either way, 50 bucks I was happy to pay. Could definitely use a press, but other than that, is overall probably in fine condition. Nothing too big, nothing too crazy, but again, a book that I was happy to add. That's it for the LCS pickups, aside from some stuff that I picked up for the kids. I have 3 unboxings to show you guys, books that are pretty big. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. I took the liberty this time of partially unboxing it. This way I'm not fumbling around, trying to get stuff done and messing around with the audio and stuff like that. So the first book I was able to pick up was a book that I picked up off of a Elite Comics 11 live sale. I don't remember who the seller was, but it was a book that I wanted for a while, but the characters already appeared in the MCU, and like I said, it's a Silver Age book that I didn't have, and it's pretty cheap. So I will say this, they did throw in another book, which is Captain America number 141 and the Falcon. They threw this in for free, which is cool. Silver Age book. Never going to complain when people throw stuff in. The book that I actually purchased was Fantastic Four number 65, first appearance of Ronin the Accuser. Now, this is not a big book. Ronin's already been in the MCU. He's done a million things, been in a bunch of different movies, so it's just nothing but a copy to have in my personal collection. And again, with Fantastic Four coming into the MCU, I don't think they're going to use Ronin for anything else, to be honest, but you never know. So now is the time to pounce in this book. It was very inexpensive. I paid a total of $45 for this book, and it's probably around a 3.5 to a 4.0. I didn't need any high grade book on this. This is perfect for my collection and definitely worth having. So 45 bucks, add it to my PC. The next two books, believe it or not, I actually picked them both up from Canada, Canadian sellers. So the first one I got was from a seller. They have their own website. It's paradisecomics.com. They do some IG live sales, but they also have their own online store. So the price you're going to see on the book is not exactly what I paid. This is in Canadian dollars. I will tell you guys what I paid, like I always try to do. It is a copy of, and of course they cover the issue number, so because I don't remember the issue for this one, 18. This is a copy of Fantastic Four, number 18, and this of course is the first appearance of the Super Skrull. Now this is a low grade copy of this book. They have it graded at about a 3.5, which I would say is probably, you know, on par. 3.0, 3.5. There's a big crease you could see down the side of this book. Now this is Canadian, like I said, so it's actually, I paid $300 US. But with Secret Invasion coming, this is a key book to kind of pounce on. This is a nice spec book for all you guys out there who like collecting Silver Age Fantastic Four, or just Silver Age books in general, or key issues, if we're talking about key issues. So definitely a nice spec book. It is still not too crazy expensive. Like I said, I paid $300 and they have it at a 3.5, which is about right, 3.0, 3.5. So I'm waiting for this book to spike like all Silver Age Fantastic Fours are spiking. You could see my last couple of videos. I picked up a bunch of early Silver Age Fantastic Fours. Definitely think it's worth if you could pick them up for cheap. So that's that. First, Super Skrull. Now, the last book was a book I already have in my collection, but as I've been specking on and as I've been telling you guys this, raw books are becoming hotter and hotter and hotter. A lot of silver, bronze, modern, you know, copper, anything you could think of right now, raw books are really hot. And I don't know why. I don't know if it's because everything out there is being graded like crazy, and it's very, very hard to find raw books, you know, in their natural state, in the form. This book is not that hard to find raw because there are a ton of copies of this book out there, but I definitely wanted to upgrade the copy that I had. So again, this seller is Canadian seller, someone that I follow on IG. Unfortunately, I don't remember their name, but they also threw in another book for free, and they threw in a copy of Amazing Spider-Man number 362. This, of course, is the second appearance of Carnage, so this is a second appearance kind of day today. Again, a modern book, VF near mint copy, which is nice to have a second appearance. This is, by the way, one of my favorite storylines of the 80s. Just a great storyline among other storylines that were out there when I was a child. But as you can guess, I picked up another copy of Amazing Spider-Man number 361. Now, of course, we know this is the first appearance of Carnage. We know with the Venom 2 coming out, Carnage is going to be a major player in that movie, but I definitely wanted a nicer copy than I originally had. My original copy that I had from when I was a kid, the spine, there was a miswrap, so you'd see like some orange along this spine, and it happened a lot with this book. I'm sure many people have those books as well as I do. My copy is a newsstand actually, because I got a lot of my books from local pharmacy. But like I said, I wanted to add another raw copy to this book. I have a 9.2 graded that was mine from reading as a kid. But I'm happy to have another copy of this Amazing Spider-Man number 361. I do not think it is done going up in value. Now, like I said, it is a modern book, and there's so many copies of this book out there that I don't expect it to go nuts. And this is definitely not a 9.8 copy, but it definitely is a near mint. Probably 9.2, 9.4, along that range, but it definitely looks better than the one copy that I have. So that's it for the whole video we have for you guys today. Like I said, ton of great books, 3 unboxings, a bunch of second appearances. So anytime I can find something for cheap, I always pick it up. Silver, bronze, modern, whatever it is. If it's cheap and it's undervalued, I pick it up. So that's it for this video, guys. Like I said, this is Lawrence over at Mighty Comics and Collectibles. Hit that notification bell so you can see when I post new videos, and I always have new stuff coming out. I'm actually going to be doing another top 10 video I'm going to be putting out within the next week, so check that out once it hits. Thank you guys as always, and I'll talk to you guys soon.